LinkedIn continues to update their algorithm and reach is down. People are seeing fewer impressions, less engagement. We're talking about up to 72% less engagement in a typical LinkedIn post. And there's a lot of concern. People are panicking, but there are plenty of things you can do. It's three main things we're going to be talking about in this video. Donna, what is there a reason for panicking?
Let me paint you a picture of what LinkedIn used to be like in 2023 when I became active there for the first time. I would post something random and I would get 3K impressions just because. If I post something of substance and of value, I would get 10, 20, 30,000 impressions. It was very easy. Maybe just tagging a few creators in a post would be enough for people to just come over, get over 200 comments. This is not the situation anymore.
Yeah.
So if you are on LinkedIn to generate leads, you need to listen up because the game has changed massively. Like I used to get inbound leads all the time. I would just need to put up a post, a more case study sort of post, talk about my data analysis of the LinkedIn algorithm, and I would get 2, 3 inbound leads a week without even trying, without even doing any outreach. And this right now is just not the case anymore. If you get very low impressions, very low reach on your posts, then the people who you want to target, they're just literally not seeing your posts. So if this was your model for generating leads on LinkedIn, just post content and hope for the best. I'm really sorry to break the bad news, but this is just not working out anymore.
Yeah, and LinkedIn is putting a lot more ads in the feed, meaning that they are sacrificing some of our content. There's also more creators, which means there's more competition, more content to feed, to put in the feed. So this is only bound to go down. It'll never go back up. So if you're just sitting and praying that your impressions are going to go up again, that's not going to happen. So what are you going to do? Let's talk about it.
If your goal is to generate leads on LinkedIn, just the posting content sort of model won't do anymore. You need to be very aware of the fact that LinkedIn is good for only really three things right now. That may or may not lead to leads. They could lead to leads, but in a different time frame. The first one that I would say is LinkedIn is still great for warm outreach. It is still a platform with very active users, with people who are very open to being messaged, especially if the message is not a cold pitch. I really want to underline that very, very strongly. So if you want to reach out to people, to warm prospects, this is still the best platform to do it. If you want to see how we do it in the blueprint, in the description below, there is our playbook completely for free. You can get it and see how we get a cold book trade up between 20 and 25% from all the messages that we send to people. So when it comes to outreach, warm outreach in particular, LinkedIn is still the leading platform. This is number one. What is number two, Fran?
Yeah, there's the building your email list. And what I do personally is on top of building an email list, so basically your content is still very good to taking people to the next step, which is giving them a lead magnet, giving them something that is useful, and then getting them to subscribe to your list that you can just then send them a newsletter or just send them weekly emails or whatever your way of continuously nurturing those leads is. But honestly, you're not just building your email list. If you're following up with these leads, then that's where you're doing the conversion part of it. That's how you get people on a call. You don't need to just rely on what you're doing on LinkedIn. You don't need to rely on the algorithm. You can use the LinkedIn to reach more people, to reach a broader audience, and then grab those people, take them to your own platform, the platform you control, your email list. Nobody can touch your email list, only you. And it keeps growing, and those people eventually will convert into clients. Some of them will, others will not. That won't hurt you. So it's, and then we have number three.
Before we get to number three, we at LinkedIn Marketing Mastery, we're a completely bootstrap production. We do this in our own time. So please make the YouTube gods love us. Please like and subscribe. This will help us massively to share some non-bullshit advice about LinkedIn lead generation. Thank
Yeah.
you.
By the way,
Yeah.
if you want to see how you can start building your list and at the same time start signing clients, getting people on calls, find the link in the description below to a 4-step guide that will take you there.
All right, number 3. I don't like myself for saying this one because this is not my favorite topic, but we've got to be very upfront here. LinkedIn is still quite good for building your personal brand, and I'm cringing just by saying personal brand, but I do want to explain myself, so bear with me. Fran and myself, we're all about lead generation. We don't like the fluff. You can see our production's not very shiny, and this may be a problem, but we just don't like the fluffy stuff, right? And our main issue with personal branding is that it directly contradicts lead generation, at least in the short term. So developing a personal brand takes a very, very long time. And I just want to give you an example. Think about Chris Do. Chris Do invested years of his life into building his brand on YouTube until up to this point. Like, I have no idea how many subscribers he's got. Is like hundreds of thousands. He's probably even close to 1 million of subscribers if he's not hit it yet. And he's only really trying to monetize this now by a paid YouTube community and seminars and all of that. So if you want to be known, LinkedIn is still a good place to do that. You've got to have a great team, video production, graphics, post a lot of very generic, catchy content that a lot of people are going to resonate with until you become known for what you want to be known for. And LinkedIn is still a good place to do that. It may not be in a year or two, but it's still one of your best bets to do it, at least on a relatively lower scale, because the YouTube production would entail a lot more effort.
Yeah, I just want to highlight one thing that you said there. Again, there's a lot of people talking about personal branding as the solution to everything, to building a business. You definitely should be working on your personal branding, and we would never recommend otherwise. And that's the long-term strategy. It will pay off dividends at the end, in a few years. But short term, that's not going to give you anything. Even though you can see people selling personal branding as the solution to building your business, it's not going to do anything on the short term. But definitely, yes, you should be working on that long term, because if, let's think, 5 years from now, people start knowing who Fran is and who Dana is, and they start associating us to what we do, obviously that will start building our business as well. That will contribute to our business. But short term, please don't fall for that trap.
Definitely. And also, what I've noticed is that a lot of the personal branding people on LinkedIn, especially, are either designers who realize that their paycheck is like triple if they call themselves personal branding experts rather than designers, or ghostwriters who, for whatever reason, don't want to call themselves ghostwriters. So if you do want to build your personal brand on LinkedIn, my advice would be hire a brand strategist, an actual brand strategist who knows brand strategy and can help you highlight the parts of your personality and your business that could attract attention online. And this is neither ghostwriting, ghostwriting is a part of it, nor having flashy designs and really nice banner that has your face, like a presidential campaign sort of thing. So yeah, these are the 3 things. If you think that you're just going to post content on LinkedIn and this is going to generate leads, unfortunately, we're not in 2023 anymore. So if you still want to use it as a platform to generate leads for your business, follow these 3 tips.
Yeah. Warm outreach, there's nothing better than LinkedIn. It's where B2B people are active, and it has the highest conversion rate. So if you want to learn how to do it, you'll find a video of ours somewhere that teaches exactly how to do it. Building your email list, nothing has a higher return than email marketing, and your email list only grows. So after, let's say that LinkedIn now all of a sudden dies for some reason, and you cannot build your business on LinkedIn anymore, and now the next new thing is Substack. You just send an email to your list and tell them, hey, I'm on Substack, come follow me. It's not that hard. The email list is always the base for everything. And last and not least, use LinkedIn to build your personal brand. But again, you're building up your name. If you get recognized on LinkedIn in a few years, you will get recognized somewhere else, wherever you decide to build your business. So those are the 3 big things that you can be leveraging, despite the algorithm not showing your content as much. And again, this will continue going down and up fully.
Okay, that's a wrap.
So that's a wrap. Follow us. All right, cool.